so we've got to clear the start now, so that's been the call on the radio there, so not quite sure what's going on, but hey, we've got a race underway. Let's worry about what's on track, shall we, Bradley?
Yeah, absolutely. So all eyes to the lights then. We do have the green flag, the lights are on, and out they go. So Chris Wright and Paul Bailey on the MTU 10 powered outfit. Looks as though they are going to be taking the whole shot there, and they're almost 3 wide there, and Simon Gilbert and Frank Muldoon leave pit lane then. And are they going to be starting this race or returning back to the paddock? We do not know, but we will get the answer to that question very shortly, I'm sure. But they are in towards Coppice now, but it is going to be Chris Wright and Paul Bailey taking up the running then as they come past you, Keith.
Okay, Chris Wright and Paul Bailey come past me with a healthy lead. It sounds like the number 69 machine is going to be rejoining us as well. So that is, that's quite glamorous, isn't it, the 69 machine?
Right.
Yep. So, okay, they've changed their minds on that one, so they're going to go out and score some points. So, obviously, with the slightly depleted field here, just finishing the race will ensure a little bit of a point haul. So, albeit a long way back, they're just coming down the start-finish straight now. It doesn't look like they're in a hurry there, does it?
No, you're right, they've got their hand in the air.
Into the pit lane there, so...
No, they're still going.
Oh, okay.
Kick of the head there for Greg Lambert, so I'm not sure if there's a bit of confusion as to what the situation was, but nonetheless, they are carrying on with the race.
Maybe he's hoping to start from the back of the grid or something like that, but unfortunately the front of the grid is just navigating its way through the chicane, because that's Chris Wright and Paul Bailey looking for 25 points in their championship charge.
Yeah, absolutely. They're in towards the bottom of the mountain there, and it's difficult to tell from this distance there. Could well be is that Lee and Max Eastall with number 58 up in the second place there. Let's have a look as they go through the bottom of the mountain. Yeah, 58 there. Is that the 128 up next? Again, hard to tell. It's Horton and Davey for number 128 if they are up there in the third place there. But they are going past there. Do a round of applause as they come in towards Paul Bemsee. So it will be a 6-lap race for these guys. And originally there were 14 scheduled to be out there on the circuit, but I believe it is just a well, half of them missing there. 7 outfits out on the track. So they're coming around the hairpin now and out of Barn, and well, Chris Wright and Paul Bailey using all of the track and a little bit more there, it seems, on the exit of Barn as they come across the line, to complete the first lap there. Lots of spray as they head towards Coppice, and it is Lee and Max Eastall ahead of Horton and Davies for second and third. Simon Gilbert and Frank Muldoon have come across the line in fourth, despite starting from pit lane there. Next up is Mark Hegarty and James Ludlow, I believe, the number 13 there. So Hegarty and Ludlow across the line, 5th place overall, second in class ahead of Ryan Saunders and Jack Napton. And I believe, yep, that's 6 outfits across the line there. Greg Lambert in towards the bottom of the mountain now. And did it say it's Andy Jevons as his passenger?
I believe so. I've just been flicking through the message. I can't see who messaged me that particular message, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it says Andy Jevons on. Again, please correct me if I've got that wrong, but yeah, it's say the trouble is that we get a very short break. Also messages keep me informed as to what's going on. I genuinely welcome the messages and welcome the input, but it gets a bit hard to stay on top of everything sometimes. What I do know is that Chris Wright and Paul Bailey are absolutely dominating proceedings. They're just making their way around Mansfield. I think it's Simon Gilbert who's punched his way all the way up through the field. He's up to second place already, so clearly that one's all nicely set up for the wets, because he's absolutely flying. Is he showing us second place on the screens at the moment, or will he shortly, do you think?
Was that Simon Gilbert?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's showing us second on the timing screen here. Yeah, absolutely. He's in towards the bottom of the mountain then, so...
Obviously the thing with Simon this year is because he's been developing this MTO 9 outfit, he hasn't the opportunity to fight the championship because he's had a lot of DNFs unfortunately this year and hasn't been able to make all the rounds for various reasons. So it's 4 years or something, so he's a legend. A bit of an interesting year, shall we say, but a couple of wins, couple of second places earlier in the year, but it's a long way from the Wright Bailey outfit, which will lead the way at the moment. 100 points on offer from when we came to this weekend, but obviously 300 points, because again, this class, like the YPMs before them, are the ones who will be here for the Sidecar Revival Festival in early August. Once again, please do get your name down in the hat very early if you want to be a passenger and go for a ride on one of these machines and just find out what it's like to fly up very low level. I imagine a lot of when you're actually going that fast, and you can imagine it gets amplified even more. So Gilbert now chasing after the Wright Bailey outfit, Gilbert and Muldoon. Muldoon, third generation trophy winner here at Cadwell Park. I think they're getting a little bit closer. Is Simon showing is going a little bit quicker than Paul Van? I don't think he's gaining by much though.
I can have a look at that one there, and Gilbert and Muldoon, yeah, they've gone a tenth and a half quicker than Wright and Bailey in the first sector on this lap there, Keith.
Yeah, you're going to have to go tenth and a half, and then you're going to have to move that little digit along by a good couple of points there if you want to make an impression. Because you're running out of time, just another 6 lap race, and you'll be halfway to it as they come over the top of the mountain once again. You were talking yesterday about signals from the distance. Dark grey mass, basically. I think it's probably raining very heavily. Windmills are probably being driven by water rather than wind at the moment. It's very nasty over there. Again, the sun's coming out here, but it's that kind of sun between clouds, between showers. I hope I get proved wrong. But we've got a bit of a puddle running across the track, and obviously, as you can see all the way around the circuit, there's spray coming off these fat sidecar tyres. So it's going to be a little bit of time before we manage to dry out. Yeah, right, Bailey definitely splashed the water.
Well, Horton and Davies has made their way past Lee and Max Easter, of course. That is for on-track position as opposed to in-class, because Horton and Davies on the number 128, they are third in the Formula 1s at the moment. Lee and Max Easter still holding the race lead in the Formula 2s, but by only 0.8 of a second. The number 58 of Lee and Max Easter ahead of Hegarty and Ludlow by less than a second. And they, well, look at the lap times, Hegarty and Ludlow are quicker than the Easters.
Yep, that's substantial.
Yeah,
do you think they could be close? Do you think there was just a bit of warm up on the Eastals, or do you think the Hegartys just go that much quicker?
Well, they're all doing personal best laps there, so it's difficult to tell in all honesty.
Yeah, just getting to grips with the conditions, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Greg Lambert is coming across the line there with Andy Stevens in the chair, in towards the Coppice corner then. And Ryan Saunders and Jack Napton coming across the line now. And yeah, it's difficult then. Interestingly enough, they're going through the water on the left-hand side of the track there on this bottom straight. And we do have, what have we got, 7 outfits out there on the circuit. I think we've got to be a retirement there. We've got a retirement for Hancock.
The tyres cool, actually. That's what people will be trying to do. Cool their tyres down. I don't think it'd be too much of a problem here, but it's when you get a wet, dry track, that's when you really need to cool your tyres down. You'll learn more of that when you finish reading the book, because that does feature quite strongly.
Yes, definitely. Well, the gap between Wright and Bailey, Gilbert and Muldoon has dropped now to 4.3 seconds.
Okay, passenger on 666 is
Catherine back.
Update there. Thank you very much, Claire, for letting me know.
And back in the number 666.
There we go. Nice alliterative team on the track at the moment. Well done.
Also, I don't know if that's a relation of course, Hanks is quite a popular name in sidecar racing.
Certainly well-known name, yeah, absolutely.
Roy Hanks, and is it Julie Hanks as well?
Yeah, Roy and Julie. I think we've got a Tom Hanks in there somewhere, and of course, I think it's Julie's daughter, is it?
Jamie Hanks Elliott.
Jamie Hanks Elliott. She's a refugee. Races in the
solos.
Yeah, she races solos in the night. She's in the 900 Cup, isn't she? I think from memory.
Yes, she had a bit of an incident at Old Park.
That big incident. She was involved with that one. That's right. Yep. So yeah, and her mum was doing the sidecar TT when she was pregnant, apparently. Yeah, absolutely brilliant stuff. I think that's the story anyway. Maybe I'm doing her a disservice, but it makes her a great story, so maybe I'm not. Right, out in front, right, both looking to earn 25 points for their trouble.
Well, they're not going to have all their own way, because there's a lap time there. 8 seconds quicker. gap 4.3 seconds, and when they come across the line, there will be 1 lap to go. I'm looking up towards Park Corner here, Keith, and I'm looking for either the number 62 or the 11, so they'll be coming across. There they are, side by side almost, and it is an advantage at the moment for Chris Wright and Paul Bailey, but Simon Gilbert and Frank Muldoon looking for any opportunity to put their MT-09 powered machine in front.
Okay, this race has suddenly come alive, absolutely. Just last lap race now, so Simon Gilbert chucking it all at the machine there. He'd definitely like to add another gold medal to his already impressive collection. Paul Wright, Chris Wright, Paul Bailey, sorry. And again, I don't know if there's much signalling between the riders and passengers, but I think the MT-10 power is outstripping the MT-09 power in the straight line. I wouldn't be surprised if wait on a little bit more, but I think you've got a few more hurdles under your wrist than you have with the MT-09. I'm not quite sure the outfit and what's been done to the engines, but I have to say, I think Wright Bailey had a slight advantage in power there, but Gilbert has made that. Chris Killen, here we come down into Mansell. Don't think there's an opportunity to pass there, but the Wright Bailey outfit does go on defensive. We've got a slow machine there at the chicane who's that's going to hold Wright and Bailey up. This could give Simon Gilbert the slingshot coming out. They're both going, whoa! Did you see that?
Around the side there, wasn't it? To say the very least.
Yeah, rubbing his racing, as they like to say in NASCAR, and that was definitely a NASCAR move around the outside there, so that rookie outfit definitely getting a wake-up call. I think that's probably the last chance that Simon Gilbert's going to have to challenge. That will be a result, obviously. I'm not quite sure what's happened there. I can't see anything here. So, you call over the line back and listen on the radio.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm not quite sure what the reason behind the red flag there is at the moment there, unfortunately, but nonetheless, all the outfits will be retiring back to the paddock. But Chris Wright and Paul Bailey, there is Simon Gilbert and Frank Muldoon then, so that will be called a result then, and that will be a race win then for Wright and Bailey by less than 0.2 of a second in the end over Simon Gilbert and Frank Muldoon. So, well, you have to wonder what would have happened there if Simon Gilbert and Frank Muldoon did start on second on the grid where they should have been as opposed to the pit lane. So